Today, children everywhere are making preparations for an event of world-shaking significance, the annual visit of Santa Claus. Informed sources report legions of junior citizens are making monumental efforts not to cry and not to pout. Meanwhile, letters by the thousands have been flooding postal facilities at the North Pole.
My fondest Christmas memory with Ron. Ron loved Christmas, so they were all very special. When the boys came along, Ron was on cloud 9. I do recall Christmas 1981. Josh was almost 4 and Joel was 4 months old. Ron set up his Lionel train set that Grandpa George had bought him when he was a boy. It ran around the tree and it was awesome. Josh loved it. Ron would come in the door from work and go straight to the train with Josh in tow to play until supper was ready. He would put Joel in his little reclining seat so he could watch. The day after Christmas, Janet and Sal visited us. Well, Ron was in hog heaven to have his cousin Sal. Got down on the floor with Josh and him and worked that train. The train whistle would blow and it would even blow smoke. They were in their element and enjoying every minute. Plus, it gave Janet and I time to chat and have girl time. I am thankful that I filmed it and later had the film converted to a DVD. Still have it and watch it occasionally. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Love, Cousin Ginny. I would like to add a few things on. Sal and Cousin Ron shared a special bond. We were both very crazy about him. He made us laugh and was such a great guy. He is missed very much. We remember that holiday with such fond memories. It was a great time for all. I'd like to thank Ginny for letting me have the honor of reading this letter. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, and blessings to all.
Well, one Christmas, I remember sitting at the table after dinner, and I'm not sure how the subject came up. My Uncle Tom probably brought it up. But somehow it came up that my grandmother, Aunt Sarah, went to high school with Frank Sinatra. They were in the same class year and everything. They were both born the same year, in 1950. Now, I wasn't that young at the time. I was probably in my mid-20s. And I was, and I still am, a pretty big fan of Frank's. So I was kind of surprised that that hadn't come up before. But my grandmother, she thought nothing of it. She probably never would have mentioned it. So I said, Grandma, you went to high school with Frank Sinatra? Did you know him? Can you tell us something about it? And she said she knew people that knew him very well, but she said he was already starting to sing professionally at that time, and he had also left school early before they graduated. But she said she used to go home every day after school, so she seemed to imply she didn't really mix with people like Frank. And I found out what she meant was she used to take the trolley back home to West New York every day after school to do her chores like a good girl. She wasn't one of these kids hanging out on the street corner smoking cigarettes like Frank. So she really wouldn't have had a chance to get to know him. So I thought that was pretty cute.
is it? Is someone here to see me? Oh, hello, family. Welcome to my workshop. It's good to see you, with the help of my portable North Pole console. Today's the day we decorate our Christmas tree, and the elves are working on some very special decorations. Look at this wooden decoration. It's beautiful, isn't it? Lena is adding the finishing touches with your name and the names of your loved ones. So thoughtful. Thank you, Miko. Did you know I keep a book about every child in the world? This one is yours. All through the year, my elves write down the important things I need to know about you. I love this picture. You're 100 years old, aren't you? And you stay at home with your parents. How wonderful. Family, there's something I'm quite happy about. I've heard that you have learned how to sing, haven't you? To celebrate this, we added something special to your book. We know you really like music. Family, come with me. There's something else I'd like to show you. This year, the elves invented a special decoration. I think you'll like it. It's wonderful, isn't it? Oh, it looks like you really love spending time with your family. You love to sing, and you're so good at it. Oh, look who it is. You know, he says that you love making music, just like my elves. Family, I know this year you've been asked to try your best to spend less time in front of screens. Do you think you've been a good little boy since last Christmas? I'm told there's a special gift you've been hoping for this year. Like something to sing with. Oh, yes, you're right. It's time to double-check if your name is on my nice list. To do that, I need some magic stardust. Come with me. Family, pay close attention. I will send your magical stardust to its rightful place. The color we see will tell us if you've made it onto my nice list. Oh. Wonderful! You made it onto my nice list. My elves and I are very proud of you. Keep up the good work. Merry Christmas! Ho, ho, ho!
You better watch out. You better not cry. Better not pout. I'm telling you why.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Making a list, checking it twice, trying to find out who's naughty or nice.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
He sees you when you're sleeping,
He knows when you're away. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry.
You better not pout, I'm telling you why.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
So you better watch out, you better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why.
Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list, he's checking it twice.
He's gonna find out if it's naughty or nice.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
He's here.
He knows if you've been bad or good, so you better be good for goodness sake.
Oh, you better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Okay, Susie.
That's
very hurtful.
Coming to town.
I'm not sure where Laura is. Best Christmas memory would probably be Best Christmas Gift, which was 7 years old when I petitioned for a good 6 months for a He-Man sword. And my dad stashed it well behind the TV after kind of like a Christmas story type scenario where he got the Red Ryder BB gun, but told me that there was one more thing behind the TV. And when I found it, I cried hysterically.
It's obviously not Christmas, but Thanksgiving is kind of the marker of the beginning of the holiday season, kind of something I always look forward to. And I think the most persistent memory always had just been kind of decorating the tree and getting out all the Christmas decorations with my mom and my sister, opening the boxes and every year kind of finding the same ornaments, and Alex and I fighting over the same ones and which ones we wanted to put on the tree. And it was really more the preparations and kind of leading up to it that were some of my favorite parts.
Christmas that sticks in my mind more than any other one at this point is probably in 1962, my father's last Christmas. He had decided that I was old enough to go out with my friends and purchase the Christmas tree. And he gave me, I believe it was $10 to go out and buy a tree. We went out, we came back, and I gave him change of maybe $4. And he looked at me, he said, "Where's the rest of the money?" I said, "No, that's the cost of the tree." He said, "You paid that much money for a tree?" And he almost hit the roof. So, I mean, that's one thing I remember so distinctly in my mind.
One of my favorite holiday memories was, of course, being at Aunt Jean and Uncle Joe's house. And every year, Grandma and Grandpa would get a different theme present for us and all of the cousins. So we'd be going down the line, opening up and trying to guess what the big theme was. And this particular year, we were all getting ice skates and different kinds of like warm clothing. And we were all super excited because we all got individual ice rinks that would go in our backyard. Of course, this was hilarious watching our parents' faces as they realized they would have to be putting together ice rinks for the next few days in the backyards of houses where none of them wanted to do that at all. And perhaps one of the funniest moments of the night was when my Uncle Joe mistakenly called the Under Armour shirts Armorall, because that was what my mom had always called it anyway. And we all thought that was hysterical that they had both called it the wrong
I remember in our house in Englewood, I was young, maybe 3 years old. I do remember under the Christmas tree was the wrapping all over the place, and the dog. I think the dog's name was Duke. Deborah will remember the big dog right there, and I was a little kid, and I just remember all the wrapping paper. And I was the youngest, so I could rip everything up. So then when Laura came around, she got to go first. Yeah. Those are the memories. We always had a great time Christmas Day, visiting all of the cousins or family members, and then not wanting to leave our house because all our presents were there. And we had to go to the aunt's house, we had to go to the cousin's house. So that was it was tough. And then we couldn't wait to get home, and we were so tired. We woke up the next day and then played with our toys and presents.
Father used to always tell me that on Christmas morning I would come downstairs and I'd be so excited that I'd be shaking and shivering, and he would have to hold me because I was just so overwhelmed and excited. So it always seemed like Christmas morning was really so important to me. And I used to dress my kids in new pajamas and robes and slippers because I loved that part when they come downstairs and walk into the room and see all the presents from Santa. That's one of my favorite memories from Christmas.
Nice tree, by the way, Annie. Nice tree.
Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah. Nice.
All right, Joe, I'm going to hang up now, too, okay? And thank you for your help.
Absolutely, my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe.
All right, thank you so much. Great job.
Bye. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than I could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. Don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I don't need to hang my stocking, stare upon the fireplace. Santa Claus will make me happy with a toy on Christmas Day. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. You, baby. I won't ask for much this Christmas. I won't even wish for snow. I just wanna keep on waiting underneath the mistletoe. I won't make a list and send it to the North Pole for St. Nick. I won't even stay awake to hear those magic reindeers click. 'Cause I just want you here tonight, holding on to you so tight. What more can I do? All I want for Christmas is you. You, baby. All the lights are shining brightly everywhere, and the sound of children's laughter fills the air, and everyone is singing. I hear those sleigh bells ringing. Santa, won't you bring me the one I really need? Won't you please bring the baby to me quickly? I don't want a lot for Christmas. This is all I'm asking for. I just want to see my baby standing right outside my door. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. Baby, 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 all I want for Christmas is
ho! One final push. We're almost home. And after a long day out in the cold, the dogs bravely pulled the sled and brought everyone back to the village. Oh, hello, dear family. It's great to see you. Reading stories is a great way to relax. Did you know that I keep a book about every single child in the world? Let's see what your big book tells me about you. During the year, the elves write down all the little details Santa needs to know about you. Looks like such a fun family. You're very brave when you need to be. Dear family, Santa is really proud of you. Hang in there, and we're sending you all our love. It's always wonderful to see you. I'll be thinking of you today. Goodbye.